Hello everyone and welcome to a special episode of Dive Talk on YouTube. Hopefully after watching this episode you get to subscribe to the podcast at divetalkmedia.com and listen to some of our episodes in the past and obviously to the ones coming in the future. My name is Gus and today's a special day because I get to open the brand new Shearwater Peregrine. We're going to take a look together. I am not going to go into every single menu and kind of review everything about the computer. I want to just talk about what comes with it and also, kind of what to expect if you buy this brand new computer. Maybe you're a brand new diver and you're looking for your first computer and maybe you have a budget, which is one of the most attractive pieces about the Shearwater Peregrine. Or perhaps you're looking for a really good backup computer. So let's go and open it up and see what's in it. So here we have the packaging, and as you can see, it's brand new. I haven't opened it at all. We'll see what comes in it. This was sent to us, by the way, full disclosure, from Shearwater. We were actually part of the small group of divers that got to review the computer before it came out. It was sent to us a couple of months before the public announcement, but I couldn't release this video until the announcement was public. So let's go ahead and open it. I don't think I need a knife for this one. Again, well, let's just use the knife. Why not? All right, so here we go. Just a quick. All right, let's put this away. And let's see what comes out with it. Okay. So obviously this is, a pre-release model. This is not how you're going to get yours depending on where you buy it. Let me put this to the side. It's kind of, it has my address and information and all that stuff from Shearwater. So once again, thank you. By the way, this is not a paid review or anything like that. They're not asking me to say only nice things about the computer. They just ask us to review it, put it through real world testing. I'm an instructor with SSI and, other divers that participated on the testing group actually, put it through its paces. So let's open this up. All right. So this is cool. All right. There it is. So it comes in a crush proof pouch, I guess, or case, just like all the other computers. It says Shearwater Peregrine right there. I'm sure you can see it. And once again, just the regular crush-proof case that we're used to with pretty much any Shearwater computer. So let's go ahead and slide this out. Okay, put it to the side, and there it is. It has the logo, Shearwater logo. All right, and here we go. Magic moment. Ready? Nice. There's nothing on this side right here. Typically there's something in there. Well, I don't know if I'm feeling the case, but there's something behind there. We'll open it up later. You guys don't care about that stuff. But you see the computer. Then there's the strap. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of embedded on the side. It's a watch style, strap. And see if I can pull it off without pulling the whole thing out. I don't think so. Oh, there it is. I was able to do it. Okay, so that is the strap that comes with it. It's huge, obviously, so you can strap this over a dry suit or, a 8mm wetsuit or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter. This thing will go over it. Super sturdy, obviously, like everything Shearwater makes. It's built like a tank. And then there's the computer. Let's see if there's anything below it. Okay, so there is some bungee cords right here, which are wrapped around the actual computer. Oh, look at that. So there's some tools, which is awesome. And these tools are obviously to remove the strap and do other things with the computer. But once again, it comes with bungee cords as well. It does not come with the bungee straps that the Perdix comes with, for example. So only bungee cords and the strap. Let me put this to the side for a second. Okay, so we get a screen protector. That's cool. And this is a spare screen protector, so there might be one on it already. Then your Shearwater sticker, and let's see, a couple of other stickers from Shearwater. I have these unlike my water bottles and stuff that I take with me diving. So that's cool. Okay, so that's the case. Let's put it to the side and let's focus on the computer, which is what you wanted to see. Now, I know already because of other divers that were on the group, show me theirs, or I got to see theirs as well before I opened mine. I didn't want to open mine until we had the cameras rolling, but I know that there's a charging cradle right below the computer. So let's open this up. Okay, so that's the computer. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a charging cradle right below it. How awesome is that? So the computer comes already on it, kind of showing you what needs to happen. You know, you need to put it right on the charging cradle as well. Let's put this to the side, or the charging pad, however you call it. It's not really a cradle, you just put it on top of it. So this is what it looks like. On the back it says Peregrine, designed and built in Canada, rated to 120 meters, which is great. Even Trimix, you can go all the way there. Obviously, this is not designed to be the technical diving behemoth that the Petrol and the Perdix and even the Nerd and Tarek are. This is more an entry-level computer, right? So it gives you kind of a quick sample of what the screen is going to look like. Let's go ahead and peel that off. And there's the screen. You can see it. It's beautiful. Before I turn it on, just a couple of things to note. Notice the buttons on the computer. See if I can get it to focus. The buttons kind of protrude, I guess. I have my Perdix here, so we can compare. And on the Perdix, the buttons are pretty flush. I have a protector on it, but if I take this off, you can see that they're flat. And yeah, I have a colored layer on my Perdix. How good is that? It's a little secret for people to find later. We'll leave the Perdix around so we can compare sizes and stuff like that in a second. But this one, the buttons kind of stick out, which I think is great, especially with gloves. It's easy to, find them and press them and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. And if you look at it from the front, you can see the buttons. So like overall size, the buttons are flush. You can really see them, but if you're gonna press them, they're kind of sticking out a little bit, which is great. And then he has, these, I guess, connectors right here, so you can connect either the watch strap or the bungees as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn it on. Enough talk. So just like the Perdix, we're gonna press these two buttons at the same time. Ooh, you get a little vibration when you turn it on, which is cool. It's like, I don't know if you have a Microsoft Surface, but one of the things that I like about the Surface is when you turn it on, it vibrates to let you know that it's coming. So that's pretty good. The Peregrine does the same, and you can see it turns on already. It has been tested to 274 feet, which is great. And I guess it was 13 days ago when they tested it. So less than 2 weeks ago, this Peregrine was tested, and it's good to go. And, if you're familiar with the Perdix, or even if you're not familiar with the Perdix, one of the best things about Shearwater is how easy their menus are. So, you just press the button and it cycles through the menus, as you can see. And obviously, if you need to go into the menu, you press the right side to select that. Next. Only 2 buttons. It's all you need to be able to manipulate the entire, computer system, essentially, all of the menus and everywhere you need to go. So it's awesome, right? I mean, it's built like a tank, and I keep reading online people saying that it's the same size as the Perdix. It's not. So let's put them side by side just so you have an idea. Here is the Perdix, and obviously that one has the straps and the protector, but even without the protector, let me see if I can, in order to remove the protector, I have to take the straps off, so I don't want to do that. Let's see if we can just kind of put it on the background. All right. So now that they're on, you can see the size difference. It's not the same. I mean, the Perdix is bigger. I'm going to try to put them together like on the corner. So like group them on the corner like that. And you can see that the Perdix sticks out through the top and it sticks out on the side a little bit. I mean, let me go back to the menu. That way, they kind of look the same. All right, system setup. Okay. So let's put them close together. Maybe that's a little bit better, showing the size difference between the Perdix and the Peregrine. The Perdix is just bigger. I mean, it just is. I don't know how much bigger. I don't know if you would say 10% bigger or 15% bigger. But in terms of readability, like you being able to see the screen, I mean, they're very, very close in size of font and the amount of information, you know, that you can show on it. I mean, they look identical in my, I mean, just by looking at them side by side, the Perdix and the Peregrine, they look identical in terms of like the screen size and the colors and the size of the, you know, the characters and all that stuff. They look pretty much the same. Sidewise, I mean, obviously the Perdix is massive compared with the Peregrine. The Peregrine is a lot thinner, as you can see. And, you know, obviously you don't have this huge compartment for the AA battery, but the battery is integrated and wireless into this thing. So it's awesome. And again, I wish I could have a fair comparison size-wise. I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, they look pretty close, but you can see that the 3 screws stick out the top. And again, I'm matching it on the corner down here, and you can see the 3 screws stick out the top. So if you have a Perdix already and you're trying to compare, just imagine if it was from like the bottom of the screen all the way, or the bottom of the computer actually, all the way to the top of the screen. That's how big the Peregrine is. And then from the side, obviously, it's just a lot thinner, but I mean, looking wise, they look amazing. Obviously, the Peregrine is at a way lower price point. The Terek you're looking at, or sorry, the Perdix you're looking at, you know, $1,000 plus. Maybe you can get a good deal for like $900 and something, depending on where you're shopping, what store, all of that stuff. And depending if you want the AI version or the non-AI version, because the Perdix comes in non-AI as well, just like the Peregrine. The Peregrine does not come with air integration, but the price point is less than half of the Perdix, right? So $450. There are some compromises they made, obviously, to make this thing, like not make it air integrated. It doesn't have a digital compass like the Perdix does. It also doesn't have CCR mode, which I use. I'm a CCR diver. On the Perdix, this is actually my backup computer when I'm diving with my rebreather. It doesn't have that. So there are some things that are not present on the Peregrine, but at the same time, you're paying, in some cases, like once you do the air integration and all of that, you're paying 1/3 of the price. So if you are looking for a dive computer on a budget, right, when you look at some of the options that are out there in the market, this thing is hard to beat. Like, obviously, there will be some other options that for the same price, they will do like air integration, but it will be like a little watch style computer that is hard to read. Like if you're inside a wreck, or if you're, you know, in a place that is dark, you have to shine a light on it. So if I need to spend $200 to buy a light so I can see my computer, like what's the point? I really love how easy it is to manage, change, manipulate these Shearwater computers, right? Peregrine, Perdix, Petrol, Nerd, you know, Terek. It doesn't matter which one you have. They all are super intuitive and easy to use. Another fun fact about, and let me just finish unwrapping this so you can see the charging pad. So there it is. It's super simple. You connect it, you know, via, I guess that's micro USB or whatever that is. And then you put your computer on top of it and you're good to go. But one of the cool things about this is that it's a standard. It's a wireless charger, but it's a standard wireless charger, meaning you can put your iPhone on it, or Samsung or whatever is wireless charger, you know, or whatever charges wirelessly, and it will go ahead and charge it for you. And actually, I'll demonstrate it to you. Let's switch camera so you can see this. All right, so here we are on the other camera with the Peregrine. Here is my iPhone just charging on its cradle. So I'm going to take that off. And now look, I'm going to take the Peregrine and I'm going to stick it on it. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's charging. The Peregrine is charging on the charging cradle. I don't know if you can see the little, I mean, it's hard to see, but hopefully in the camera. And actually, right now it says charge complete, so it will be easier to read. So it charges on anything. If you already have a charger that you travel with or whatever it is, like I have a couple of chargers. I have this, this thing called the Sherpa 100D, which is the biggest charger you can take on an airplane, the biggest that is legal to travel with on an airplane. It has, wireless charging. So I can see how I could be going on a trip with a Peregrine and, I'm on the plane going down there or whatever it is, and I realized that I needed to charge it. Just put it on top of that Sherpa 100D and it will be good to go. Other than that, there's no connectors, so there's no like USB or whatever that I can see that you would be able to connect to charger or to download to the computer. It uses USB, obviously, to download all your dive log and all your dives into your phone or your computer. But I don't see anything else, no ports at all, which makes it better in my opinion, and that's where everything is going, portless and buttonless these days. So again, just wanted to give you a quick view of the Peregrine, what's on the box, what to expect. And if you have any questions, obviously feel free to leave a comment below, or you can send us an email at info@divetalkmedia.com. We'll see you in the next one.